All right.
Howdy, folks.
Steve, you ready, bro?
Yeah.
Are we in?
Yeah, we're filming you.
Oh, we're in. All right, cool, man. Anyways, okay, what up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Chilling, man. So good to see
Good
you.
to see you too,
Appreciate
man.
you popping in the zone.
Dude, I'm glad to finally make it to the new mega zone.
New spot, dog. So, anyways, we were gonna do the unboxing, and then I hit you up, of course, and you said, "Hey, you're about to on your way to Vegas. Pop in." I was gonna try to FaceTime you or whatever they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, you said you down to stop in the zone. I was like, cool.
Dude, it's nice. You're right on the way, right off the highway.
Right off the freeway, dog.
Easy.
Yeah, that was cool, man. I appreciate that, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
Anyways, the main thing I really want to hit you about is this scoot. You know, you got the Aztec found complete.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know the deck's 5 wide.
It's the best complete on the market.
At the price, I have to. No, honestly, dude, under $200 for this scoot. You know, and the things
really
it has,
can't beat that.
It's legit. We haven't even started selling them yet because I actually wanted to profile it a little bit first
for sure.
and get it out there. And now have you here to tell us a little bit about it. It's like perfect, dude. So just give me a little bit of, you know, why you think this scoot is so legit at $200.
Yeah, well, it's a 5 wide complete, first of all. So if there's kids that are trying to get into more technical riding, this is perfect for them. 21.5 inches long, so it's definitely a little bit longer than most completes out there.
Okay.
So yeah, again, it's good for a young kid who wants their first complete to be more of a technical complete.
And everything's getting wider now.
Yeah.
Anyways, for you to come out with a scoot, you know, at $200, solid, 5 wide. What is it? 21.5. 21.5. That's
or 20.5.
20.5. Yeah, that's legit, dude.
Yeah.
Another thing I was really going to ask you about is the Aztec brand itself. I mean, how'd you get involved with it? Like, you know, what's your...
You know, I've been in this industry for a long time, riding 16 years.
Right.
I was working for Turnstile Brands for 6 years.
Right.
And they took great care of me. It was awesome. And while I was at Turnstile, Dom made the connection. Dom Marconi, the owner of Aztec, made the connection with them, and they started to distribute Aztec. So immediately, you know, me and Dom have been friends for a long time, so I was really hyped. So
and he's the owner, or
yes, he's the owner of Aztec and the designer. He designs all the parts himself.
Sick.
It was a great connection, and so we started selling Aztec through Turnstile. Unfortunately, after 6 years, I got laid off from Turnstile. Things were getting kind of gloomy.
By the way, you did a hell of a job over there, dude. Much love.
Oh, thanks, man.
You took care of me, the boy over there, man.
Yeah, I did what I could.
It was so cool to have like somebody I knew, you know, in there. I can call up. Hey, I need this, I need that, and always took care of me. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So after we parted ways, I hit up Dom and said, you know, man, I just got laid off from Turnstile. Maybe we should try out the distribution thing ourselves.
Right.
And he said to me, you know, I've been thinking about that for 6 months. I said, really? Me too.
Yeah, seriously.
So Brillo Brands was born.
Okay, what's Brillo, dude? I gotta ask. Well, I heard a rumor, but I want you to tell me where this Brillo came from.
Well, all right. So me and John Dev used to live in a little shack kind of house called the Hag House.
Okay.
And that was named that from Elliot Arnold because he had lived there for a couple years prior.
History, guys. History. Pay attention.
Scooter history. So Elliot's the Hag Town guy. So this was the Hag House. So after we moved out of the Hag House, we found a house on Brillo Street.
Okay. That's what I heard, dude. I'm like, no way he named his brand after a street. They're like, nah, dude, he did.
So we called it the Brillo Pad.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah. So some people don't know. Zach Martin didn't know what a Brillo Pad was. It's a cleaning device.
Exactly.
So all you kids that don't clean your own dishes, Brillo Pad is very funny.
So legit.
So me and Dom were brainstorming names for our distribution company. He said, why not Brillo Brands?
Love it, man. That's legit, dog. That's legit. But yeah, that was one of the things I really wanted to hit you up about like that.
Yeah.
I know you're on your way to Vegas.
I'm there.
You're going to call another event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've been getting all the events basically. How do you feel about that? Being the voice of all the major events. Like, I mean, that kind of fell into your lap too. So
yeah, well,
what's up with that?
Growing up, man, I was always watching the X Games, always doing that, and the commentators always just got my attention.
Okay.
I said to myself as a kid, that's what I want to do one day. And so one day in Newport, Delaware, John Dev didn't show up to a contest he was supposed to MC. And
all right.
I got on the mic. The rest is history.
The rest is history. Fell into your lap.
It's awesome. I love being the center of attention.
No, dude, you do a hell of a job. I mean, so is that taking you a lot of places like this Vegas trip?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to get all into your finances,
No.
but are guys taking care of you? They're paying for your trips?
Yeah,
rooms, all that
totally.
type of stuff?
I'm taken care of everywhere I go, and it's taken me all over the world, man. I just did Paris, England at Scoot Fest. I've been to Australia for this stuff, and
see, that's cool, man.
It never ends, dude.
Yeah, one of the things I really want to point out on that, dude, is just like the fact that, you know, scooter rider, you know, and sports just growing like crazy, and now we got, you know, you, like you said, you've been in the game 16 years.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously 16 years ago you weren't doing that if you're living in some place where you call it Brillo pad. You know what I mean? But now you're going all over the world, dude. As a scooter rider, and that's just totally legit, man.
It's awesome, man. And I, you know, dreams can come true, and I really just put my all into what I love.
Yeah.
And, I'm trying to spread that love back around the community.
You do a good job. You stay positive.
I want to do this forever.
Yeah.
And
is that right? Is this your thing?
Well,
like you're done? Like you're going to target? No, you know what I mean?
Well, I really don't want. Scootering is all I know, man.
Right.
Scootering is all I know.
Right.
And I mean, I learned a lot of business stuff from Turnstile and now from Brillo brands, but I don't want scootering to die. I want this to be my job forever.
That's right, man. As far as, you know, sport dying or not dying, which I'm sure it's never going to die because, you know, you got guys out there like you and other guys just really putting in work, you know what I mean? And a lot of rider participation now, a lot of rider ownership, whether it's 100%, 5%, 10%, whatever, riders are owning companies.
Right.
So, yeah, exactly.
This is all rider owned, rider funded, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
there's no middleman, nothing.
That's legit, bro. That's legit. How do you feel about, I mean, obviously you've watched the sport go up and down. Obviously I've watched the sport go up and down. We're kind of like on a downslide, but I think we're coming out of it right now. Where's your head at on that?
So the way I see things is that the kind of fad days of scootering have kind of come to a close where there was just kids getting on the bandwagon because their friends did it or something, and they probably found one guy in particular in the sport they liked, and maybe that rider stopped scootering. Right. And so all the kids go, oh, I guess I don't have to scooter anymore. So they get out of it. But the core of the sport, the die-hard riders, that's constantly growing. Right. And it's never going to stop. And that's what we're going to hold on to for the long term. Right. The longevity is what I talk about a lot, is how are we going to make this last, and it's really to target the core scooter riders and figure out what they're into and cater to that.
Well, what's your definition of a core scooter rider? Because we
die-hard.
Die-hard, okay, somebody who's saying, hey, scootering is my sport. Right. You know what I mean?
And
that's what I'm doing.
They're deep into the sport.
Yeah. Culture.
The culture of it. They care about the riding, what it looks like, what tricks they're doing. Right. And, you know, they're not just latched onto one aspect. They see the big picture. And they just want to do it forever. A lot of the kids that you see scootering now, they don't think about, I want to do this forever. They just think about, I'm doing it after school, I'm having a good time, which is fine. Right. Which is fine, but the die-hard ones, the ones who are in it for life, that's what's going to hold our sport forever.
Got you. And the event we touched on a minute ago, I'm going to just shoot back to that since we're on tape now. It's in A-Town. Yeah. And I kind of, from what I saw in the email that you shot out, and, you know, the little trailer you shot, I kind of thought it was more of a street event, but you're saying, no, it's just more of a hardcore, like what you're calling core scooter rider thing. And I'll quit trying to define it. Tell me what you told me a minute ago.
Well, it's basically an event for the diehard riders who really care what their scootering looks like. That's the best way I can put it. It's not park, it's not street. I mean, it's in a skate park. Okay. So it's not a street event. Right. But it is for these diehard riders that really want to make, not necessarily a living out of it, but they want to make a name for themselves. They want to go forever. They just want to keep doing it, and you can tell that they really love scootering for what it is. And so it's really for those guys, and a lot of those guys we see on Instagram, but it doesn't get any farther than that. Right. In order for them to progress in the sport, they need to be seen in front of brands' eyes. Okay. So we've invited brands to come to the event for free. They can set up a booth free of charge. Just hang out and scout some talent. There's going to be a lot of crazy kids there. Garrett Braz is one of them from the East Coast. Okay. And he's full of style and tricks. The ability this kid has is insane. And that's what we're going to see a lot of. And
then you said, I mean, because you're calling it the A-Town AM, and so you're basically saying there's no pros, but I'm sure you got some guys who are going to be entering that they're just killing it or whatever. That can be considered pro or no. But,
so one of the guys in particular, Devin Sadlowski, that's his home park. Okay. And I've got a lot of people hitting me up saying, how can Devin compete? How can Devin compete? Right. Devin's an AM rider for district. He can be in it. It don't matter how good you are. If you're not pro, you can be in the contest.
So basically you're saying if anyone who's never like declared themselves pro,
or been declared pro by a brand.
By a brand, exactly. Right. You've never entered maybe a pro comp or something like that. Right. Then they're eligible.
They're eligible, yes.
So if a guy like Art Gould came up and said, dude, I want to enter this thing right here, he's out.
He's out.
Alright, Argul, you're out, bro. Sorry, I tried to get you in right now, Argul.
I actually made a mistake and invited a couple of the older Lucky pros that aren't on the team anymore.
Okay.
Not knowing that they were pro for Lucky. And so I unfortunately today had to message them and tell them that their invitation is now invalid, but they're still gonna come hang out.
But dude, this thing's gonna be huge.
Yeah, man. And I mean, with the help of Dom and Aztec and all the brands that are supporting, it's been amazing. And the response we've gotten over the last few days. I mean, I just put it out a few days ago, really, and man, it's like taking off like crazy. There's so much hype around it. Yeah. I just couldn't be more excited, man. This is my first event I've ever coordinated, and this is my time to give back.
Right.
I mean, I feel like scootering has done so much more for me than I've done for it.
How much is it going to cost to enter this thing? Because I think some of the
$40.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think some of the entry fees are getting a little insane.
Oh, I know, and that's one of the things we wanted to stop. And the thing is, there's no prize purse. That's one thing that people really, that you just did with your eyes. Prize purse. This is all about bragging rights, man. You're going against the best of the best in the AM category.
Okay.
There's no prize purse. The money that we're getting from registration fees is going just to run the event, to fly the Aztec guys in who are going to be judging, filming, taking photos, the whole 9 yards. It's just going to that. So this is solely for bragging rights, and we're also going to have some pretty cool trophies to give to the podium.
Like that. You already got them laid out, designed, or what?
We got the ideas out. We were actually going to, we were up at Seven Roses a couple weeks ago. And
which is what?
It's a scooter shop in Long Beach.
Okay, cool.
And the guy also works with like a glass blower. And we were going to get some pretty cool trophies made with that guy, but we needed a little bit more time. So unfortunately with the time crunch, we got something else lined up, but it's just as sick.
When is it?
March 9th. So we're about a month away.
You're a month out, yeah. That's cool, man. One last thing, and I'm trying to hit on a couple little hot topics here and there. Some things that, when we're just chilling around here, we chop it up, we bring up. And the whole street park scene. I'll tell you how I feel about it after you tell me how you feel about it. And what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't think that there is like a separation. There's no street elitists anymore where it's just like street is the best, because you see guys like Devin or Justin Lacoste, Bussy Justy as most people know him, that spend most of their time at a park. Maybe they're filming with a real camera at street spots, but they ride a lot of skate parks, and they're good, man. They got style, they're going high, they're going fast. So really there's no separation. It's just a matter of some kids like the way, or they care about the way that their stuff looks, as opposed to just trying all the tricks and landing flat and getting stoked that they landed some crazy trick instead of really getting the flow going and getting the style and control. Control's a really big thing. So I don't think that it's necessarily street and park. I just think it's core and I don't know what you would call it, crust.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is on it. My opinion on it is, I don't mind if they separate it, as long as there's no beef. That's my whole thing.
Right, yeah.
If you want to call yourself a street rider, fine.
Exactly.
But don't say, hey, screw the park guys, or park cars. Don't say screw the street guys. You know what I mean?
When I'm at a contest, I try to help kids put together a good run. They come up to me asking me, should I do this, should I do this? And I'll tell them, well, maybe you should do this instead, because it'll help you keep your speed and your flow through the run, instead of just throwing a banger, then climbing back up to the top of the
right.
Because a lot of these contests, you see the same kids doing these cookie cutter runs where they're all essentially doing the same tricks, the same lines.
And you've seen it all the time.
Yeah, and it makes the contest so much more difficult to judge, and it just doesn't separate anybody, really. It's like it all looks the same.
Right, nobody has their own style.
So atown AM is trying to change that. We're trying to get the guys in who are different. They're creative, they're going faster, they're going higher, or they're doing crazier combos on rails or ledges and whatnot. And they make it look good.
That's cool, man. That's cool. Yeah, so that's basically it, man. I mean, the brand, super stoked for you. Super stoked for you, man. We're gonna try to.
Can we show off a deck?
Yeah, definitely.
Let me go grab one. All right, so this is the Fountain 5. That's 5 wide, 22 long, unless that's 23, but I think that's 22. It might be a 23.
This is one of the sickest things I think you guys did right here. Yeah, that's legit.
So,
I like that.
Yeah, so the deck ends are super smooth and really nice for 5.0s or ice picks, whatever the heck you want to call them. And these head tubes are dumb strong, man.
Yeah.
This is never gonna break. This is like a freaking bridge beam.
Right.
We did see a couple of them break like right under here, but it's really not that bad, and they're covered under warranty. So yeah, this is the Fountain 5. So if you're into 5 wide decks, maybe your feet are a little smaller, that's definitely the one to
Plenty
get.
of foot space right here.
How much?
Plenty. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know the exact.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying there's plenty.
Yeah, there's plenty. And then this is the Siren. This is like the best-selling deck of last year, I'd say.
Okay.
6 inches wide. This is the 23-inch long. So it's huge. It's massive. Yeah. If you're into 50/50s, there's plenty of room on the side to do that.
What are you riding? Which one are you?
I'm actually still on the V1 Siren. So this is the V2. The V1 has the old head tube style, which is more similar to this here.
Okay.
It's got the two beams down that way. Yeah, I've been on that one for forever, man.
Okay.
Like a year and a half into.
How much riding do you actually get in now? Since you're so busy.
Oh man, I mean, I ride all the time. I've had a very unfortunate last like 4 months with injuries and stuff. I was out filming and blew out my foot really bad. I could barely walk for a few days, and it put me out of riding for a while. And then I go to Linda Vista one day, and I hadn't ridden in a couple months, and I do something stupid, and I land directly on both of my kneecaps, and I'm pretty sure I fractured this kneecap. Like there's a little weird dent in it right now.
Yeah.
I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, it came from that fall, dude.
Yeah, like if you look at my knees, like one of them sits a lot higher than the other one right now. And so I'm trying to get through that. Like I can lift my leg and stuff again.
Right.
When it first happened, I couldn't even do that, but. I can't put too much pressure on it, and it was a bummer because it was right after I bought a bunch of snowboard gear and I was ready to go hit the mountain, and so I couldn't. I didn't even want to go that day. Devin and Badger made me go that day. And
hey, it's always that one time when you really don't want to ride, someone pushes you to ride, and it's like, now look at me.
I know.
But so go ahead, finish on the decks, bro.
Get these decks because they're the best decks on the market.
They're legit. I love the head tube.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think that head tube is totally strong.
And then. Come later on this year, we got 2 more decks dropping, and one of them is the lightest deck on the market, and it'll come in 5x19.5.
You gonna be able to hold the strength on the lightweight or what?
Oh yeah. Man, just wait till you see this thing.
And this is all coming from Dom's brain or what?
Yeah. All right. So we got a 5x19.5 and 5x20.5, and then we have a 5.5 by 22 and 23, and then we'll have a 6x23.
All those damn SKUs, dude. That's what would be killing me, man. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, but it's one deck for every rider.
I see, man. But damn, it's
killing
my pockets.
Yeah, well,
carry all that stuff.
Yeah, well, you only got to get a few of each, really. You know, the kids are gonna be coming here asking you to get them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Get them as they come.
Yeah.
But some really cool stuff coming. There's really innovative stuff coming on one of the new.
What about bars? You guys got anything coming out as far as bars goes?
Yeah, we do have a new bar coming. That's going to be on the new Fountain Completes.
Okay.
It's I don't remember the name of it. Forgive me. It's just being produced now. I've only looked over the catalog a few times. But yeah, new bar, and it's going to be a new bar on the Complete as well. Actually, I think we have 2 new bars coming. Yeah, so the Tesla decks and the Fountain decks are going to be discontinued after we sell through them.
Okay, those are the ones you sent the email out. The new that's on sale right now.
Yeah. So basically, we don't want to put out anything that's already out.
Right.
Just because people get bored, and Aztek's biggest selling point is the innovation. So,
out of all the parts, what are you most stoked about?
I mean, I love the Siren deck.
Siren deck,
yeah. The new one's going to be even sicker. Okay. We've had a couple of the guys, Logan and Dan, and some of the other guys testing it. Mm-hmm. But the deck that you see them testing, because there's a few teasers on Instagram that we don't really want people to see yet. It's not the final deck. There's more to it. There's actually a super secret special edition to the decks. Hey. That
maybe he'll shoot me an email first, and I can reveal that super secret special edition.
Yeah.
Give the zone throw the zone a bone. You know what I mean? Give us something that we can jump out there first.
Well, nobody's seen it yet, and it's gonna be insane.
That's sick, man. Hey, man, thanks a lot, bro. I appreciate you popping in on the zone. I know you've never been here, man.
No, man. Thanks for having me, dude.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I know this was a little bit out of your way. You popped in, hollered at your boy. It's been a minute.
Buy Aztec. Support riders. Yeah. It's a rider-owned company. I'm the only employee, and we got some of the sickest pro riders and flow riders and am riders on our team. So, you buy Aztec, you're on our side.
Totally. Good stuff, man. Appreciate you, though. Appreciate you, man.
Buy them here. Scooter Zone.
Scooter Zone, baby.
Ride the park.
Chill.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Hey,
I'm going to Vegas right now.
go to Vegas. Hey, he's going for the U.S. What does he do?
United Scoot Association
United Scoot
USA. The finals are on Saturday. It will be live streamed. I don't know if this video will be out before then.
Nah, Steve takes forever to edit. 20.5 long, which one of the things that Jake really likes about the Scoot is it's one of the only completes that actually ship with SCS. SCS is important because you don't have to cut your bars.
It's also the strongest compression.
Definitely. You think it's the strongest compression?
100%.
Okay, Steve thinks it's the strongest compression. If you think so, I'll say that. I'm sure Andrew does too. No sled. Bam, easy to assemble. It is a legit Scoot, dude. Under 200 bucks with an SCS, and the SCS is not like all fancy. It's pretty clean, simple. I'm not even gonna bother tightening that thing up. That is the fountain by Aztec. It's legit. I like it. They do come in 3 colors. We got the bronze, gold here, over there. And then we got the red and black. I like this red and black. That is legit. Really like that. Then we got the raw gum with the gum grips. Legit. Like that. Good job, Aztec. So yeah, these scooters are now available at the zone. So dial test, guys, right out of the box. All we did was put the bars on, tighten the SCS. Nothing else. Thing is super dialed. Good job, Jake, Aztec. Once again, Jake, thanks for coming down. Anyways, hey, Zoniacs, good looking out. Thanks for watching. Trying to get our channel going again. I'm not too crazy about filming, but hey, if I gotta jump back here and film a little bit, I'm down. So I'll probably be doing most of your unboxings and interviews with different riders and stuff like that. If you want anything to be like previewed or whatever, comment below, let us know. Get us in there. We get our subs start going up, we'll start doing giveaways and everything. And the zone is back, baby. Good looking out, guys.